The staff of the Tuscaloosa News and TideSports.com join WVUA 23's Jenn Chapman at Will Hagen's Grill and Tap Room for an in-depth analysis of the Crimson Tide and SEC football.
It was a program before Tuscaloosa, but it's blown up in Tuscaloosa as well. Can you talk a little bit about Nick's kids?
Well, you know, we just like to create opportunities for young people.
Game 2 between Alabama and Auburn, the Tide trying to stay in contention for the SEC baseball tournament.
Gotta ask, there's no chance you're trying to bring him out here?
No, that's not up for discussion right now, but we'll see. No, that's okay. And you know what? You're the first person to ask me that, and that's a legitimate question.
Where he would be today, playing for the Birmingham Barons as the #1 prospect for the White Sox, would not have been his answer.
Both away at Ole Miss and at home against, of course, Kentucky.
Now, you told fans to buckle up, so will there be seatbelts in the stands for the first game?
I sure hope so, because
Saban goes with Cooper Bateman to start. He says after the game that they did that to kind of throw off Ole Miss. Did it kind of throw off Alabama?
Progress.
To borrow some words from Coach Saban, it's a process, and I feel like that's been the example with the offense. What did you see about the offense in the second half, though, that's showing some promise for the future? Very true, Gary. It has been 35 years of Tide dominance over the Tigers. The closest meet was in 2012 when Alabama won by just 5/100ths of a point. City won state titles in 1985 and 1997, and now they can add 2012 to the list. You make a bet on the game, though, you should maybe bet, like, if Alabama wins, he's got to do something. What do you think?
Nah, he's not going to bet because he knows we're going to win.
Oh, there's trash talk. The criticism against him is that he has plenty of pro-level experience, but none at the college level. I got to speak with his former college coach, Ben Jobe, and he told me that Coach Johnson was made for college basketball. It was a busy afternoon here in Mobile as the Bama players suited up for the South team and their chance to play in front of NFL scouts. Of course, when Coach Nick Saban arrived, the fanfare and the media went right to him asking questions about potential coaching changes, which I'm sure you guys heard about. But really, this afternoon was about the Bama players. Packers now head into the bye week a little banged up. 3 more players out, Brian Bulaga, Jordy Nelson, and Clay Matthews. But they will take these 2 weeks and get ready for the Detroit Lions, who are up next.
They took down their nemesis, the top-ranked Florida Gators, at Coleman Coliseum. The two teams have combined for the last 4 NCAA championships. The Tide and Gators tied on the vault and floor. Now, Hudson has a player, Alex Herring, who has gotten scholarship offers from Division I schools, has chosen to play at Mankato State. It was 25 degrees with wind chill at the start of the game for the Twins, but here at Miller Park, there's a roof overhead, so fans were more than happy to brave the cold for tailgating. This will be the 6th time Eau Claire has hosted the tournament, the last time in 2010. And although the Blue Golds won't be playing this weekend, there will still be plenty of action for fans to see. You may remember us profiling sophomore Greek Olympian Christian Golumev at the start of the season. Well, all eyes will be on Christian this week as he looks to shatter some more records. But his eyes remain upwards.
I didn't expect to go that fast, 1864. It was a surprise for me. So that was a really nice race.
A really nice race is quite the understatement. At the 2015 SEC Swimming Championships, Alabama sophomore and 2012 Olympian for Greece, Christian Golumev, swam a blistering 50 free. In fact, it was the 5th fastest time in the history of the event.
I'm just really confident. I just know that I work for that, and I just know that I'm gonna swim fast, so I just know it. So I don't feel nervous about anything. I'm just excited.
The defending NCAA champion and the favorite heading into NCAAs this week knows he has the target on his back, but he'll prepare for this race just like all his others. Christian says it's like going into a fight.
Trying to get mad before the blocks. So, you know, sometimes I'm hitting myself and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to get mad. That really helps me a lot.
There's something else Christian does before his races. He touches his heart, his lips, and then points upwards.
It's for my father and my mother. And they're not alive right now. And I just do that, and this is like for them.
Due to medical error, Christian's mother passed shortly after giving birth to him. His father, Svetan, was a famous Bulgarian swimmer who competed at the Olympic Games in Moscow and Seoul. He was Christian's coach before passing of cancer in 2010.
Yeah, he was saying 1500, and he really wanted someone of his sons to follow his steps, so I did.
When the Alabama coaching staff saw Christian swim at the London Olympics, they saw raw talent and immediately wanted him in Tuscaloosa. After joining the team last January, the coaches have been hard at work on Christian's starts, turns, and technique, and believe his performances are just scratching the surface.
I still think he's a bit of a puppy dog. He's still got a lot. I still think he's got a lot of room to improve in terms of his strength, power, skill set. So it's going to be fun watching him.
No one for the Crimson Tide will say his time at the SEC Championships was a surprise. Just a week before at practice, Christian was set to swim a time trial when he noticed his teammates staying after practice to watch. He threw down in 18.6.
He just has that innate ability to just tune out everything, focus in on what he's doing. I don't know that anyone taught him to do it. I actually asked quite a few of my kids going into the SECs, listen, go sit down with Christian, talk to him, ask him what he thinks about how he goes, what's his routine, how he does it. And quite a few of them have come back and utilized things that he talked to them about very successfully.
And while those who see Christian compete are in awe, Christian hopes there are two others that are watching.
I don't know if they're watching right now, but I want to let them know that I'm doing this for them.
Hey, Casey. I kind of knew he was going to pick me because I asked him last year.
7-year-old Madison and Green Bay cornerback Casey Hayward are both veterans this year at Packers training camp after meeting each other last summer.
I walked up to him because I knew he was a rookie and I wanted to try and get a rookie.
The two became permanent partners, and Hayward even made a surprise visit to Madison's school.
That was cool too because I wasn't expecting it. My teacher came and got me from lunch.
Oh my goodness, and what did all your classmates say?
Cool, how'd you get him to come into the classroom?
While some reporters were wondering why Hayward wasn't practicing today, his pint-sized friend showed her concern.
What happened when you were practicing? Why weren't you playing that much?
But that will stay between them. Their time and conversations together equally valued.
Not right now. Okay. I'll get you later.
So what trick does Madison suggest to catching a player's eye?
You could make a sign and put it on the front of your bike.
Just like she did. Her license plate has been upgraded this year, and she's looking to add more to her bike.
I'm trying to find pegs that'll fit on my bike.
In his rookie season, Hayward pulled in 6 interceptions. Madison's advice to him?
Try and play good.
As the ride comes to an end, Hayward knows Madison will be there for him tomorrow.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Casey.
Reporting from Green Bay, Jenn Chapman, Sports Scene 13.